Well, hi guys. It's Tuesday, the 7th or 8th of June, and I've got something I got to do to the case, and that is replace the voltage regulator. It's not charging, so after getting the wiring straightened out and figuring out what was wrong, it's fixed now, so I need to fix the regulator because it's bad. So I want to kind of show what it takes to replace the regulator and to polarize it so it'll work. So give me just a moment, get everything set up, and we'll take this thing off. So hang on, we'll be right back. Okay, let's see if I can zoom this in. You can kind of see what I'm doing here. Alright. On this style voltage regulator, there's 3 wires. Well, 3 terminals. Battery, gen, and field. Well, look at your old regulator, like this, and see if the wires are the same. If they are, you're good to go. Now, I've got the battery unhooked to keep from having an issue. The problem this one had, I believe, with the way whoever it was decided to play with my regulator, my wiring, had gotten things mucked up. And it was kind of backfeeding. That caused this thing for the points to stick in it. And once they do that, they're pretty well shot. Always got to be one that's got to be tight. Fight. No, it's got to come off. Of course. And mind you, everything I'm going to show you is the way I was taught to do it. So if I do it wrong in your eyes, well, I'm sorry, that's just the way I was taught. Alright. Get to where I can see the bloody thing. Okay, old regulator off. Well, that's off. Now's a good time to clean your contact points. inspect your wiring to make sure it's all good. And like I said, my battery is unhooked, so there is no power. Okay, my beans, I can get to the nuts, screws easy here. I'm going to give them a little curl. Okay. And it helps to have very, very nimble fingers, apparently. Okay. Now this one's the trick to get into. Sometimes you gotta cheat and get the adjustable out. Because you can't get your hand quite where you need it to be. Okay. Now, as I've said, this is just kind of the way I was taught to do this. So if I don't do it the way you do, that's okay. It won't bother me if you do it another way, or know a different way to do it. I just do it the way I know how. And I've been taught. I am putting a little oil on the screws because I can and I want to. Because let's face it, it's not going to be in the best conditions. And I want it on you first, and then you. What I wouldn't give for my screw starter right now, but that, like everything else, you guys that have teenage kids will tell you sometimes things walk off. Just the way it happens. Alright. Alright. Now, let me hook the battery up, and I'll show you what we got to do next. Okay. Now, hang on just a sec. Okay, sorry about that, guys. The battery died. Okay. Now you've had the battery unhooked from the tractor. You plug the battery back in, hook it back up. Make sure the key is off. You don't want it making contact yet. Alright? To polarize a voltage regulator, which sets it, this voltage regulator can be for positive or negative. So you polarize it to your setup. And to do that, you take a wire like this, you go to the battery here to the generator and spark it. That polarizes the regulator. So it's basically like that. And it's polarized. Now, I should be able to turn the key on and start it and have it charge if I did this right. So, let's see what happens. And you need to, when you start it, have some RPMs to it so the generator starts charging. So, here goes nothing. Okay, it works. And that's basically changing a voltage regulator and polarizing it. So, Big Bertha here is ready to rock and roll. That was the last thing that I know of it needed before it headed to the field, was that voltage regulator changed. And literally, like I said, somebody had monkeyed with those wires, and the way it was done was back feeding the system through that voltage regulator, and it caused points to stick and burn. But now she is ready to go. Had it not be for the fact that tonight into, today's Tuesday night through Monday, them saying we're to get some possible severe storms tomorrow, and up to 4 inches of rain, possibly more. I would hook this thing up and head to the field and start disking my slap happy butt off. But there's no sense in wasting fuel and tearing up ground that's going to be even harder to get through when it does dry up. So, be that as it may, I'm going to put the tarp back on her and get a few other things done around here today and call it a day. But Bertha's ready to go to work now. And I've just showed you how to change a voltage regulator and how to polarize it. And that's, and unless you polarize it, and it's a new regulator and you're putting it on, unless you polarize it, it's not going to work. said, that was from battery to generator wire, sometimes called armature. Either way, you just jump across that and create a spark, and it polarizes it. So it charges the right way. The power goes the right way. So, I guess we'll see you next time, guys. And as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And I hope you learned something. And you can remember it, because I had to ask to make sure I was right. I had to ask Dad. And it's kind of in that this is not something I do every day, so let's be sure. And I was right. So we'll see you next time, guys. And as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Big Bertha is ready to go to work now. See you next time, guys.